Well, this much anticipated test match has finally started between India and England. And because of the time zone, I'm based down here in Auckland, New Zealand, and the third session is going to go deep into the night here. So what we're going to do throughout this test series is that after the second session, so at the tea break, I'll give a quick review of how the day is unfolding and what perhaps we could potentially see in the third session of the day. So we'll kick it off today. So look, England won the toss and chose to bat. All the reports that I read leading up to this test match was that there's going to be a little bit of grass on this wicket here down in Chennai. Normally Chennai is a slow wicket and takes a bit of turn, but the reports where there's going to be a bit of grass left on the pitch, and that which could assist the fast bowlers. Well, from what I have seen today, that's not the case whatsoever. It looks a very benign, slow cricketing surface, almost quite hard for the batters to generate pace onto the ball with the bat as well, and certainly difficult for the fast bowlers. And it's just been a touch of slow turn so far. So look, Joe Root won the toss, the skipper, and he chose to bat first. Very good start with the opening batters, because this is the Achilles heel of this English side over in that Sri Lankan series. The opening batters over there could not score a run. Crawley and Dom Sibley. Crawley's been ruled out with an injury to his wrist, I think it is. So Burns came back into the fold. He didn't play in Sri Lanka. He ended up on 33. This opening partnership was 63, and it was a very good opening stand. Sibley playing his part as well in that partnership not long before the lunch break. A very disappointing dismissal by Burns, a shot out of character, because he's normally a batsman. He likes to take his time out in the middle, and he played a reverse sweep off Ashwin of all people. Now, he's a player that's going to be a standout in this series, Ashwin. He's a very, very good cricketer. Now, those types of shots should be put to bed when you're facing a player of the class of Ashwin. So he departed, and it was a quick wicket straight after that. Wasn't there when young Dan Lawrence came to the crease and Boomerang came back into the fold, and it was a beautiful piece of bowling to trap him dead in front, LBW. So you'd say first session winners would have to be India at the end of that session after England had started so well. Second session, flip the coin. They have batted exceptionally well. Joe Root, he's in great form so far in that Sri Lankan series, and it looks like he is playing with immense confidence. He has a very sound game plan. He's always been a very classy player of this turning ball and the spin bowlers. Sibley, he's on 53 not out at the end of the second session. He's gutsing it out. He's playing some tough cricket. He's not the most, you can see the contrasting style. Sibley likes to tough it out, bit ungangly in many respects, and I'm not being disrespectful to him there at all, but Joe Root, a very classy player, easy on the eye to watch. The two different types of batters, but both have proven to be very successful, especially in that middle session. So England 140 for 2. This partnership at the moment stands, what that partnership, 77 that partnership is. What I notice is that when the young bowlers came on, Nadeem and Washington Sundar, when they were bowling in partnership, almost England flicked a switch to try and increase the run rate, the strike rate. And they certainly put a lot of pressure on those two young, inexperienced bowlers. And you can understand why when you've got the other end, Bumrah, Ashwin, and Ishant Sharma, who are quality bowlers. So if I was Virat Kohli leading into this third session of the day, I wouldn't bowl those two young spin bowlers, Nadeem and Sundar, in partnership. I really wouldn't. I understand he needed to give Ashwin a bit of a rest because he's got through 20-odd overs already. He's 1 for 52. But when you play those young bowlers, bowling them together, that's when England really went after them. So if you can try and have a senior bowler bowling at one end when the young bowler is bowling, I think that will help India a lot in this third session. Now, early wickets is going to be crucial for them after tea. If they can pick up a wicket early and get Stokes in there with a turning ball to Ashwin, will be interesting. Ben Stokes, batting average of 37, but such a key player. But he hasn't played a lot of cricket recently, so that's an opportunity there for India. And then once these inexperienced batters come in down the middle to lower order, like Pope, for example, for England, that's when you bring on the attack bowlers like Bumrah and Ashwin. And I think India needs to get back in the game very, very quickly in this third session. England, from their point of view, they just need to get through, I think, the next 30 minutes. If they can get through the next 30 minutes unscathed and try and finish the day's play no more than 2 wickets down in this session, only 4 wickets down for the day, that would be a great result for them, having won the toss. So, look, been a really fascinating day's Test cricket so far, and really looking forward to this third session and how it unfolds.